Let's try a little exercise. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine you're relaxing on a beach, looking out towards the big blue sea. The thing is, this relaxing view might be gone in a couple of years. Why? Because the world is running out of sand. Sand has many uses that is making it a very sought after resource. But what does a shortage of sand mean for the environment? Pause. Let's rewind a bit and talk about what sand is and why it's used so much. Sand is a granular material. It's millions of grains of rocks and minerals found their way to the shore due to weathering and erosion. Sand is used most commonly to fill large holes in the land and make glass, and more importantly, as a key ingredient in the production of concrete and cement. And it's this last point that makes sand so valuable. From 2011 to 2013, or in just 3 years, China used more cement than the US did in the 20th century. That's 100 years. Huge amounts of sand are used to make cement and concrete, which goes into skyscrapers, railways, dams, and airports. Sand was even used to add an extra 50 miles of square land to Singapore. Urbanization and modernization around the world have made sand a necessity, which has had some serious impacts on the environment. Sand mining has had the biggest impact on lake and river ecosystems. In China, Lake Poyang's waterway capacity has doubled due to a lack of sand, meaning the lake is more susceptible to drought. In Vietnam and Cambodia, sand mining in the Mekong River has lowered its water levels by 3 feet, causing coastal erosions and salt water to flood into the delta, poisoning rice fields. The holes left by miners are too large for natural processes to fill them back up. These big changes ultimately have a large effect on the wildlife in the area. Coral reefs have been damaged by miners, and changes in water levels and currents also affect the organisms and fishes living in the lakes and rivers. But there is a bright side. There's already been an increase in the amount of building materials and glass that is recycled and reused for new construction. In the UK, almost a third of all building materials are recycled, meaning less new sand needs to be mined. Modern buildings are also built to higher standards that extend their lifetime, further decreasing the need for sand and concrete. Although it may not look like it today, we all need to work together to reuse and recycle building materials for us to use less sand. Who knew that sand was so important to both people and especially the environment?